One. Welcome to South Charlotte Sports Report Live on a Wednesday night. I am very excited to be here and coming to you with a outstanding student athlete from Charlotte Christian School, Abigail Atwater. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. Volleyball player at Charlotte Christian. Tell me about the season.
It's been a season to remember. We started practicing in June, when they finally were allowing us to be back on campus. So we've been back on campus for almost 5 months now, which is really, really exciting. We had our first game at the beginning of August, and then since then we've had 10, now 11 because we played one more last one today. And we've played all the teams in our conference, so there's only 6 of us. It's Charlotte Christian, Cannon, Covenant Day, and then Charlotte Latin, Providence Day, and then Charlotte Country Day. So it's been a pretty full season, and then we're moving into playoffs next week. So hopefully those go well.
Well, tell me, there's been some challenges from the fact of everybody hasn't been able to come to the volleyball games this year. What has been the situation when you play home games? Have your family been able to come?
Yeah, so for the first, I think half of the season, we weren't allowed to have any fans. The only people that could be there were the other teams, the coaches, and then essential personnel. So some parents that were allowed to do book and like track libero for us. But towards the back half of the season, we were initially allowed 2 senior parents. And then in the last 2 weeks, all of the parents from the home team have been allowed to come. So we've gotten our parents out there to watch us.
But when you're at an away game, no parents, right?
Nope. It's only the ones from the home team.
I know it's hard to complain. We're in an odd situation right now, but wow, that's got to be tough because the parents just want to be there watching their kids, don't they?
Yes, very true.
So, season's wrapping up. What will you get into next once volleyball season ends? Where will all of your time go to?
So most of my time will be spent. I am playing for Carolina Union Volleyball Club on a travel light team. I'm playing 18-1 this year. So practices for that start in mid-December. They're only once a week because of the public school season.
Right.
We're switching it, so it's pushed back a little bit longer. And then aside from that, I think I'm probably going to do the musical at our school, which should be super fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the musical at Charlotte Christian this year?
It is Shrek. So
Oh, okay.
yes.
Now, you and I were talking, and you told me you really enjoy, was it singing, not music? You
Yeah.
enjoy singing, correct?
Yes, I do. I'm in our school's choir, which is pretty fun. And then I've done the musical every year since 5th grade, or since 4th grade. So this will be, I think, trying to think of doing the math in my head. It'll be my 7th, I think. So it should be super fun.
You're a junior, so you still have a year left. What are some things you hope to accomplish over your next year and a half that you have left as a Charlotte Christian student?
For me, the biggest thing this year is probably getting accepted into the National Honor Society. So we start that process in the middle of junior year, so it should begin in the next month or so. And then we find out, I think, in mid-March if we get accepted or not. So that's my big goal for junior year. And then going into senior year, I'm just praying that we have another season next year and that we can have a winning record as well.
Have you started put any thought into what you would like to do for college yet?
Yes, I would love to go into nursing and then major in that and then move on from there and go to med school to hopefully become a nurse anesthetist.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big time, son. It also tells me you're a really good student. Why are academics so important to you?
Um, I think academics are really important to me because just my parents have pushed me since I was young to be the best student that I can be. And so it's kind of fallen like in my lap in a high school is they've kind of like eased off the pressure on me. And it's like given me an opportunity to grow as a student for myself and to kind of push myself and know where I can achieve academically.
Yeah. Tell me, you're a lifer at Charlotte Christian. What is your favorite thing about going to Charlotte Christian School?
My favorite thing about Charlotte Christian is probably the friendships that I've built over the years. I have known most of the kids since I was in 1st grade. So it's been really, really fun and like super refreshing to go to school every day and see faces that I've known since I was 6 or 7 years old. And so most people would think that it gets old, but it really doesn't. It's always been super fun for me to go back every year and to see my friends and then ultimately just my family because they've become so like a family these past couple of years.
Well, let's talk about going to school. You are one of just a few schools in the area that's year round. Most of the private schools are, I say year round, I should say 5 days a week is what I should say. And with some stipulations and things that you have to do. While I know it is a wonderful, positive thing, what's been the hardest thing about being in school 5 days a week and under these conditions?
The hardest thing would ultimately have to be wearing masks for 7 hours. We get a designated like 10-minute mask break in our second block, and we only have 4 blocks a day. So it's during the second, and then we get to take our mask off at lunch. So it's really tough to be in a mask for the 6 hours and 20 minutes that we're not either eating lunch or doing our mask break. But other than that, it's been really, really great. And Charlotte Christian has done such a great job in making the students comfortable, and they've eased up on our dress code, which has been super nice. So we get to wear sweatpants and stuff to school now. And so it's been super helpful to just be working with the Charlotte Christian staff to make sure that we are comfortable.
They have done a great job. And I will say all the private schools here that I am familiar with have been amazing. And they've proven to everyone that, hey, you can go back to school again. And it can be done in a very safe manner. And, just to make a little statement, it's time for everyone to follow. It's great that you're getting your education, but it's time for others to be able to get theirs as well. Let's talk of something fun. So, you and your teammates win a big game, and you decide you're going to go out for the night and go somewhere to eat, hang out, that kind of thing. And they're going to let you pick. What are you going to choose?
Ooh, I would probably pick Brick's Pizza near South Park.
Yeah.
It's been one of my favorite restaurants since I was just a little kid. So it's always my choice to go out to dinner if like I'm going out to dinner to celebrate grades or my birthday or something like that.
What do some of your teammates pick?
I would say probably a few of my teammates would pick either like Chipotle or Tacos for Life in the Arboretum.
Yeah.
That's a big one on our team right now.
Is it?
Yes.
That's neat. Tell me, I know what I'm going to ask you. Best male athlete at Charlotte Christian School?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would probably have to say, does it have to be present or can it be past?
Present. I'm making it tough.
That's
and you can pick more than one. I'll let you out that way.
All right. Let's see. I think for fall sports, I would probably have to say Matthew Tuamala.
I know Matthew very well.
Yes. He's done an outstanding job this season with they've only had a few games, but they've done really well and they've held strong. For winter, I would probably say Cade Preston, pretty good basketball player. And then, another fall one would probably be, or the soccer team just in general, they've done really well this year. Specifically, Charlie Williams and then Ha McClain have done ultimately really well with the soccer team. So very proud of them. There's a lot of really good athletes.
Top female athlete at Charlotte Christian?
Top female athlete would probably have to be Eleanor Langdon or Olivia Jones. She runs cross country.
Okay.
She made all conference all conference yesterday at our meet. So very proud of her.
Who's the leader of the volleyball team?
The leader of the volleyball team, I would probably say, is either Connie Kofod or Kennedy Young.
Okay.
They both, Kennedy's a senior and then Connie is a sophomore, but they have both stepped up super well this season. And it's really important for my team specifically to just talk to each other and like know that we're doing well. And if someone sees something that we can improve on, they're both very, very quick to make note of that and to tell us like, hey, this is what you're doing, but this is how you can do it better. And they've both been super, super good about that this season. And I'm so grateful to hear that from them.
That's neat. So really sounds like you're off to a great start for the year. Really enjoy Charlotte Christian, and you're excited about the future. Are those all? Those are all pretty true statements, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, the reason you're on tonight is you won the South Charlotte Sports Report Student Athlete of the Week poll last week. You were the top vote getter with a real high percentage, so it was really neat for your friends. What did it mean to know that some of your friends got behind that for you?
I think it was just really special to me because I have like a pretty small group of friends at my school, girlfriend wise. I have my little friend group is 8 of us, so it's really, really special to know that they took time out of their day and just the student body, like especially the juniors at my school, to just think about me for even just a mere second to just click that vote button. But it was super, super special to know that people were thinking of me.
That's neat. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you joined us, and it has been awesome to learn more about you tonight. And we'll definitely get this shared with the community. But thank you so much for joining us, and I do hope you continue to stay safe, stay healthy, and make those great grades at Charlotte Christian.
Thank you for having me. It's been a blast.
This has been Trip Rokes with his special guest, Abigail Atwater, tonight from Charlotte Christian School. We'll be back again soon. Thanks, everyone, for joining us, and have a good night.